Hey ho everyone, here's part 2 of that other video, and I'm really sorry I didn't realize how much of the other video I was out of shot, and it's the angle that my camera's at. But if I put you guys up, you'll see too much of the mess that I have on my bed, and I'd rather not do that. So let me catch you up as to what I was doing. Okay, here's the bag that I've got done so far. All right, you can see I've got the edges done, I've got the flap done, and then here is the characters. Now you might wonder how I got, let's see if I can't get this to focus, how I got into these little tiny crevice areas. Oh look, I got her foot. Shoot. Okay, well what I did was I took the pad off, okay, and then I just folded it in half. And yes, I wound up getting black on my fingers, and then I just rubbed it that way in between. But it's much easier to work this way than trying to do it with the big old round thing. I think that's how I got her foot, was because I was trying to do it while it was on the thing. Okay, while it was on the tool. I think that I just took it a little too far. Okay, so now we have these done. Now what I need to do is place them on here, just about where I want them. I need to put my, actually, you know what, I need to put my treat bags inside, or my 2 treats inside the bag first, just so that I can get an idea as to how big this needs to be. Okay, then I'm going to figure out where I'm going to fold this over, and then I'm going to take it from there. Okay, so I'm going to put these aside. I'm going to pull out my cutting board because I don't have my score pad with me at the cabin. So I'm going to show you what I do. First off, I take the cutting blade and I move it all the way down to the bottom. Then I figure out exactly where I want to score it, and I line it up to the cutting line on the machine where the blade runs. Okay, and I put this in. Let's see if I can't find that again. Okay, here we go. And I put this in so this lines up, and I make sure that my paper is flat against the edges. Then I put this down, and then I take my embossing tool. Now, because this paper is so thin, I'm going to stick a second sheet on top, because I tend to press rather hard when I'm scoring, and I don't want to rip the bag. And then I can feel up here and down here where it's going to slide. You guys can't see down here. All the way down here where it's going to slide. And so I tend to start at the top and work my way down when I'm scoring. And I'll go back up too. Okay, I know this paper scored. Then I'll put this one back in, and I'll do this one more time. Okay, and that's usually enough to get a nice score without... Oh, did I put you in the wrong spot? I did. I scored it in the wrong spot. Okay, and then I'll bend it over. Okay, now what do? Well, I get out my tool again and I do this edge, simply because well, I suppose you could say I'm anal that way, but I I just want to make sure that I got a good thing on there. And you can, I did not restamp this. This is just, I have my thing closed and I just have it resting on the back. You can breathe on it and reactivate it a little bit. I try to make sure that I do it on both sides, and when I open it up you can see that it's a little colored. And then I'll turn this back in the other direction, and I'll do the inside a little bit too, simply so that when they open it up it's got a little color to it, not a lot. Okay, there we go. Now I did use one outside tool, and that was this. Okay, this is one of the circular dies from the Simply Defined Circles. This one has the scalloped edges. I don't know if I can get you guys to focus on this, on the scalloped edges. Okay, but I use this one down here where it's got the long lines that go around. And I used the second one. And what I did first was I took some yellows, scattered straw, and linen. I can't remember what the name of it is. Linen from the Tim Holtz. And I just cut out this moon, and then I took and I trimmed down around the little tabby parts. And I am going to save this part. And the reason I'm going to save this part is because this is now a template. So if I decide to use this or this as a stencil for doing a moon, I've got one. Okay, let's put this together. So the first thing I need to do is, these are foam dots. I did not realize that these were in the other treat bake kit. You can see that they are, let's see, actually I don't know if you can see that or not, that these are circlets or circles inside of a foam pad. Alright, well, that just seems kind of like overkill to me. So I think what I'm going to do, if I can find my scissors, is I'm just going to snip one of those in half. One of those things of circles in half. Let's see. First I got to figure out where my circles are. Okay, so right about there. I'll put a nice big dent in there with my thumb. And I'm just going to cut them off just like that. Now, that didn't cut very well. It's because I'm trying to make sure that you guys can see it this time, because I did not realize how badly I was off last time. This isn't going to work. Okay, and I'm going to put this on the back. Okay, I'm going to cut another strip off. Just 1/8 of an inch is really all that I need. There we go. Actually, this is probably more like 3/8 of an inch. It's not, well, no, it's probably more like 3/16 of an inch. It's a little less than 1/4 of an inch. Alright, and on here you can see that I've got the different circles. I think I'm going to pop those circles and use those so that I can pop up their feet. Let me put it this way. Pop up the feet, and then I'll take the spot in between and pop up the feet. Okay, and I'll try to use the circles for the heads. Well, we'll see. We'll see how this goes, because this is This is not going quite the way I thought that it would. I'll stick this little piece over here on this little critter. And this piece on... It is really sticking to my fingers, guys. That's why I'm having such a hard time. This one to this. The nice thing is they are so sticky, I am not worried that I'm going to take the sticky off by placing it on my finger. And over here, and then finally right here. Okay, and I think that should be enough. Now I'll take off the backing. Well, except for that one, the backing doesn't want to come off. Okay, and then I'll take off the backings. Hopefully this will work. Come on. I gotta watch my time. Oh, I'm already at 11 minutes. Look at that. Might be apropos that the other one shut off so early. I should have realized I was going to go overtime. Okay, here we go. Then I'm going to stick this on the bottom and press it down very well. Put my treats inside. Okay, flip this over. Now the back of this, I had applied some double stick tape before I cut it out. And then I cut it so it is an automatic sticker. Now, you don't need to do the whole thing. I just decided to do the whole thing just for poops and giggles. Actually, you know what? Before I put this on, I'm going to go around this edge just a little bit, just to darken that down just a little bit. You know what? Let me put that circle back on the back, so I can do this a little bit more. I am going to open my ink pad because my thing has gone very dry. Oh, now see, now I've done it too much. I just wanted to hit the edge a little bit, make it look a little more like a moon. Because if you look at the moon, it's not exactly all bright. It gets a little dark around the edges. It gets bright again, but okay, there we go. There's my moon. Now I will take off the back. I'm getting close. And seal this up. And put this in the spot above the children for a moon. And that's it. That's how I made this treat bag. Alright, so this was part 2, guys. Now, a little bit of a follow-up. What did I do with my other one that I made? Here we go. My spider did not stick, but I was able to get off. I don't know if I can get it to show it. There. I was able to get off that glue. I just wet my thumb and rubbed it on there, and it just popped right off. So, 2 treat bags, 1 day. Alright, guys, that's it for now. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.